NFL season is over, and now we're up to playoffs. I just want to sit here and talk about how quick the season is going. The motherfucking Lions aren't in the playoffs. The Ravens aren't in the playoffs. The Chiefs aren't in the playoffs. I mean, like, shit. Who would have thought that I was sitting here talking about playoffs, and I'm mentioning fucking teams like the Bears? And I'm saying Drake May MVP. Like, this season has been crazy as fuck. But without that being said, I gotta talk about the first game. I really don't want to talk about this shit, but I guess I have to. Rams-Panthers. I really don't want to give you the airspace and the time to even talk about this, but the Rams are going to absolutely dominate the Panthers. I mean, these motherfuckers made the playoffs 8 and 9. They couldn't even beat the Bucks with their season on the line, quote unquote. I'm not trusting a 5-foot quarterback. I don't know about you, but that's just not me. Them motherfuckers are sorry. So, and even if they pull off a fucking win, motherfucker, I'll eat 3 bamboozles and talk about how ass the Rams are. Because I think Matthew Stafford's the MVP this year. Just my personal opinion. The next game, and the real game I'm going to talk about, first game, because I'm not counting that shit as a game. That's just going to be annihilation. The first real game I'm going to talk about is Packers and Bears. I'm sorry, Packers fans. The only reason I'm picking the Bears, because I don't think the Bears are good at all. I've been telling my friend that, man, you guys are sloppy as fuck the first 1 through 3 quarters. Then the fourth quarter, I don't know what happens. Caleb Williams understands that he's actually good at football. And then he locks in. But the Packers, man, you guys are literally depleted at every position. It's absolutely embarrassing that we have to go off of that, but it's the truth. So therefore, I'm going to pick the Bears. It's going to be a close one just because of the division matchup. It's definitely going to be a real smash-mouth football type of game. But I'm going to have to pick the Bears. Going over to the AFC side, I'm going to start off with the Bills and Jaguars. A lot of people are going with the Bills literally just because of Josh Allen's aura. I'm not falling for that shit. I'm going to pick the Jaguars. Literally top to down, when you talk about roster, they're just better than the Bills. And then the Bills run through James Cook. If you stop James Cook and make their playmakers actually do something, Mr. Cookies, Khalil Shakir, nigga, they're stopped. And guess what the Jags are really good at? They're top 5 in stopping the run. So literally all they have to do is stop James Cook, and they win the game. And guess what? The Bills usually sit there and they're at home. It gives them a nice advantage because it's the snow. They can run and they can get greedy with it. This time, they're not at home. And I've seen the Jaguars. They've been clicking like crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to the Jaguars. Sorry to say it. I don't know if that's like a hot take or whatever. But yeah, I'm going with the Jaguars. Next game we got to talk about is the Patriots versus Chargers. Another one where I got to say I'm sorry, Chargers fans. The only reason I have to say this is literally just because you guys are injured, man. You went through like 10 different line combinations this season alone, bro. You can't win like that. Justin Herbert has to do like 5 times the amount of work just to get a first down. Yeah, Patriots, Drake May, good job. You guys are definitely going by. The next game we have to talk about, I mean, I definitely missed it. Sorry about that. I'm going all over the place. I just want to make this a quick video, but this shit's going to be long as fuck. Eagles versus 49ers. Another one where you got to talk about injuries, and the 49ers are probably the most hurt team in the league. As much as I don't like the Eagles, I gotta give it to fucking Jalen Hurts bum ass. He doesn't turn the ball over, and I just see what the 49ers do on defense. Dude, they can't stop a nosebleed in that bitch. They let Phillip Rivers drop 250 pass yards. That's saying a lot, my nigga. Yeah, the Eagles should be able to run all over them. I hope. They haven't really been efficient all fucking season. But even if they aren't efficient, they can literally just throw on the 49ers. They can do whatever the fuck they want to the 49ers. And the Eagles defense is actually pretty gosh darn good. So yeah, give me the Eagles, definitely. And the last game that we got to talk about for Wild Card Weekend, I'll make a part 2 for next week. We have to talk about, I knew I forgot a game. I was like, where the fuck are the Texans at, you know? I'm definitely gonna go on my Glaze session about the Texans. I mean, do I have to talk about how they're gonna pummel this 45-year-old quarterback? Yeah, this is gonna be an absolute domination. Aaron Rodgers, you're not playing against the Kyle Hamilton-less Ravens, alright? You guys fucking suck. I was talking about teams that shouldn't make the playoffs and trash records. Yeah, you guys should never been in the playoffs, bro. We gotta change that motherfucker rule. That once again, I gotta stop ranting about that. I've ranted about it before. But it absolutely grinds my fucking gears that they actually were able to make the playoffs with what? Yeah, they were ass. Like, just main discussion. They were terrible. But yeah, the Texans, they're literally going to dominate them on the defensive side of the ball. I think they're the best defense in the league. And CJ Stroud's going to keep it clean. He doesn't have to do anything too crazy. All you got to do is just hand the bitch off. Or just throw it to Dalton Schultz because the Eagles, not because the Steelers can't stop tight ends. So yeah, Dalton Schultz is going to go crazy that game. Yeah, those are my playoff round 1 predictions. This is going to be a good playoffs, man. I honestly don't know who the fuck can come out the AFC or the NFC. This literally is the most dead center season of all time. Like, there's literally no clear-cut best team that everybody's going to glaze. This shit is going to be a good watch. AFC side, I feel like it's going to be a bunch of low-scoring games in the second round. I'll definitely get to that on part 2. But the NFC, I can see a lot of shootouts, maybe. Not the Bears game, though. We're not going to talk about that. If you betting, bro, just wait live in the fourth quarter. Then you can bet Bears props. But yeah, Eagles game is definitely going to be a good one. I can definitely see the Seahawks and Rams definitely have another good shootout because that's eventually going to happen. You know, come on now. And then I can also see the Rams putting up 30 against the Panthers. I mean, the Panthers aren't a real team. They're XFL.